to tell a little story about how family inspired us to sell seafood.
We decided to start Max, well, back in the summer of 1995, after I'd worked for Carol Larson down at the Harbor Freeze on the Wellfleet Town Pier. And Carol gave us the opportunity, my brother and myself, to take over the market. That was the beginning.
We really got involved with fishing and eating seafood and living on the ocean through our family.
We are a family-run business. My brother, myself, my cousin Sam.
We grew up with massive amounts of family around us all the time, and spending our summers with my grandfather and my father, and fishing and learning how to go clamming.
My grandfather was an avid fisherman. He brought us out on the Toja 2 when I was just a young little lad. He really taught us everything that we knew about fishing, and that was something that growing up as a young kid fishing in the waters, it just became a natural progression. My dad would take us out clamming on the flats out in Truro.
I'm sure it was with probably 5 or 6 other cousins, my dad, my grandfather, some of our very close family friends, and we went out in the flats right in front of the house.
We used to get up early in the morning to catch the morning tides, and I remember the day he taught us how to track clam spit, in other words, where the clam was in the hole, and that was based on how the wind was blowing, what direction, how strong, and you could see the spit, and then you could trace it back to the hole.
And we go out there and get 4 or 5 bushels of clams, and then we'd come back and then chuck them on the deck and clean the meats up, and my grandmother would make chowder. That's where the base of our chowder recipe came from.
Family is family, and it's great to have support and everybody around.
My dad, they're still living up outside of Boston.
My dad thinks that the business is a great thing. He loves going up to the window down at the pier and ordering a codfish sandwich and just being a tourist or just a customer. And he always has little comments to tell us and always wants to see us getting better. It's great. Like I said, I think he's in disbelief. He just can't understand how we can keep it all together and produce such great food and such a great atmosphere.
So the importance of family and having people around you.
Nobody looks out for you like your own father. As a lawyer, he handled a lot of our contracts in the early days, which was and still does. Sam actually ended up marrying one of our hostesses, and Alex married Elsbeth, who was, back in the day, she was an ice cream scooper. My daughter Lily was in the kitchen picking cilantro with me this morning.
Appreciating good food and fresh food, and being able to, deal with, tons of family around has really sort of put us where we are in one way or the other.
I think any partnership takes a sense of what one wants and what one believes is right. And I think that I've really learned that a partnership can result in something that's bigger than just one person. As a small business in a small community, be a part of the community in as many ways as we can. Because Wellfleet is a shellfishing community, we naturally have that connection and support the local fisheries by buying product from the fishermen.
We were clamming in Cape Cod Bay. Some of these clam boats are fishing in the bay, some of them are off the backside. But, it's within miles most of the time. We buy a lot of the clams that actually land in Wellfleet.
What that does is that it keeps dollars in the local market, it gives us a better product, and I think it helps the output of our company, the long-term goals, when people see that we're a company that really believes in local, sustainable, and doing the right thing.